Hi everyone, a very happy Women's Day. Today is a very special occasion, and to grace this occasion, we have Mrs. Akkamahadevi with us, and she's from the 54th batch. So she's also done her MTech in software engineering. She's basically from Raichur, Karnataka, and she's currently in Gujarat because her husband is from the Air Force, Indian Air Force. And today I would be hosting her. I am Medhini and I'm from Freedom from Diabetes. So before we start the session, we usually talk about our participants getting off medications, losing a lot of weight and all of it. But before the session started, I was talking to Mrs. Akkamahadevi and she's told me a very interesting thing that she learned after she started, her program in FFD. So she told me something about her baking skills and that too vegan baking skills. So Mrs. Bialy, would you like to please tell us that what made you so interested in, baking, especially vegan baking?
Yeah. Good evening, Mrs. Dr. Medhini, and all the ladies around us and all the ladies of my friend circle. I wish first happy Women's Day. And I first thank all FFD team and Dr. Tripathi and my doctor, Dr. Ramanand Mantri, and my dietitian, Mrs. Gandali, and my exercise expert, Dr. Mallar. So, so much helpful I got within 1 year, and I got so much motivation from them. So, what I am today is all because of them. I changed my lifestyle and my health. So when I started my FFD journey, I was thinking, I was earlier also, I was passionate about baking and all those things, because we move a lot of places where we won't get dairy products, especially like baking items, we won't get that hygienic one and homemade and fresh one. So I thought I'll get into this. Why can't I make my own bakery items at home? So I started my baking skills in that. I started trying my baking skills 10 years back. So I started trying those bakery dishes on my kids and my husband and all my friends. So they started liking me. The dishes, whatever I make, like I make cakes and cheesecake and biscuits and all those things, cookies and all those things. So when I joined the FFD, they said you have to stop your dairy products. So then I was thinking, "Arey, abhi kya karna hai? Matlab, how to bake my things, like how I go for cooking, this baking skill, how to improve that." So then I started searching, Googling all those things, like any vegan options and all those things. So then I found some classes and I joined them and tried again on my kids and my family members. So all my friends, they liked it so much. So now I stopped the dairy products and I'm into vegan dairy thing, and I'm using those skills in my daily life also.
Right. And you also mentioned to me that, your medications were stopped within 4 days and you also lost around 10 kgs. From 68 kgs, you came down to 58 kgs.
Yeah.
And being such a big fan and lover of dairy products, and then you completely switched to vegan baking. So how did you manage losing so much of weight with, having vegan bakery products, but still, tried? And you also mentioned that you used to cook separately for yourself. So that takes a lot of commitment, and really hats off to that. So how did you manage all this? Could you please give us a little insight about it?
Managing different food and all those things was like when I started, when I joined FFD, that was like 2020, February. So in India, I think that time COVID was just entering India. Already it was entered China part, but in India it was entering and it was showing its symptoms. So that time lockdown was a blessing in disguise for me. So then my kids and my husband, they were at home only. So I could manage my timing being a homemaker. So it was not much difficult for me to manage the timing. So I started cooking separately for them, and I started trying whatever I was trying on myself. I was making them as a guinea pigs. So I was trying for them also, and some few dishes they liked it, like so many millet upma and millet bisibele bath and all those things. So some dishes they liked it, some like smoothie and all they didn't like it. So that is how I was trying different dishes for them. And somehow I could manage the timing, and I used to get up little bit early, whatever I used to get up early. Even though it was lockdown, I made up my mind that I have to lose my weight, and I have to free from medication. So that was in my mind, like I have to reverse my diabetic.
That's
So
lovely.
and earlier I was addicted to tea. Without tea, my morning never is to happen. So that was my condition. But after 1 month or 2 months, I was like, okay, what is big deal? Karke, I started accepting that, and that is how I could lose my 10 kgs within a month. And I was very happy that within 4 days, when the doctor said you can't take uh, pills anymore, karke. So I was very happy. That
Yes.
day was a very great day for me. And
Yes.
that time it was my anniversary also. It was like gift for me from my husband because he
Right.
forced me to join and try out the new thing in this.
Right. To bring a little bit more focus on the part, like the tea part.
Yeah,
So we are in our culture itself, we are very quite dependent upon, beverages, especially tea and
yeah,
coffee. And often people come to us and tell us, like, how is it possible to leave tea and coffee? I mean,
yeah,
that's the first thing that we consume in the morning. So
yeah.
how did you manage, breaking that? Because that's
Uh,
one thing that we would never like to give up on. So how did you, have that motivation and willpower to give up on tea?
I made a very strong willpower, I can say, in this, because I used to stay without food or anything with only 1 cup of tea earlier. Even my college days also, and even anything. And I'll tell my little story about my tea part. Whenever we used to travel, wherever we used to travel, uh, by the time morning 7:30, I used to say, I want tea, like that. And around 4:30, I used to say, 4:30 p.m., I used to say, yeah, I want some tea, good tea, karke. So I used to look out for tea, any stalls nearby me, or while traveling, we used to stop at every stop. We used to stop for a good tea stall. Like that, we used to. I was so much into that addiction. Without tea, I'll get headache. Okay. So if I didn't drink one day also, yeah, I didn't drink tea today, so that is why I'm very down with headache and all those things. But after 2 3 months, when I dropped all the dairy products, I'm now though I won't, even if they people offer black tea and all those things. I say no. I'm very much fine. I
That's
can
nice.
just give me a glass of water for me.
Yes.
And
Too much and
I used to have lot of acidity issue also. That
right.
also, I think along with that, I could overcome that.
Right. And also coming to a bit about with the exercises and all of it, you were not very keen on doing exercises earlier, but then suddenly you got, inclined doing yoga asanas, and that too not beginners or intermediate level, but you started doing advanced asanas like Sarvangasana, Halasana. So what got you so into, performing advanced asanas at such a short period of time? So could you please share that with us?
Uh, yeah. Being in Pouch and even my family is a doctor family. So I was exposed to yogasana, aerobics, and all those things. But I was thinking like if we do any one exercise in a daily routine, like walking or anything, it will just enough. I was thinking like that. But when I got exposed to the FFD exercise team, so then I thought, oh, I have to do a lot of thing in this and to overcome the sugar levels. So you have to work out so many things and you have to exercise in different level. So I started doing state climbing, and I earlier I used to do normal basic yogasana and 2 to 3 kilometers of walking, and that too not regular. But after joining FFD, I started doing yogasana and pranayama, and I could do Surya Namaskar 50 to 60 aram se. And Sarvangasana, I used to try every time, but I never succeeded. But last year, I succeeded in doing that. Now I'm focusing on Sirasasana if I can do it in
Wow.
my further coming days.
That's lovely. And you just mentioned about your spouse being in the Indian Air Force. So you've been traveling across the country quite often. So one of the hurdles that we face with our participants is that how can we follow the diet, the exercise, the protocols of freedom from diabetes, when we are traveling so much. So hats off to you. How did you manage doing so much? Because our program is also quite, power packed. So how did you manage with all the traveling, going from places to places? It's not easy, right? So could you please tell us how did you manage all of that?
When I joined this program, uh, I was in Hyderabad. Then after that, we were supposed to move to Gandhinagar. So we were thinking lockdown, and I joined this program also. How can I follow this protocol? I was thinking like that, but it went on very easily. I could manage very well because wherever I used to go, I used to ask first. Only I used to tell the person or a waiter or anybody who is in the kitchen. Like we used to stay in some messes. We call it as a mess in the Fauji language.
Yes.
So we used to stay in the mess. So I used to say, भैया मुझे सैलेड चाहिए, ये चाहिए मुझे ब्रेकफास्ट में करके. So I used to suggest them. So they used to get me whatever I want. And during other time, like if you're not getting anything, I used to have fruits and some light snacks like channa, roasted channa or peanuts, anything. So I and some salads. So I used to manage like that. And one day in a meal, that was good enough for me to carry over my days.
Yes, and you also mentioned about your post-meal exercises. So wherever you saw staircases or something, you made sure you did your anti-gravity exercises and all of that. And of course, please go ahead.
I once I went to during this period only. I just completed 2 months that FFT thing when I joined. So we had gone to Goa trip. So I was searching like where can I do my anti-gravity. There was actually first floor and the down floor. It was a cottage. So I was thinking how to do that. So everybody used to go for sleeping in the night. So I used to go for that anti-gravity, and I do all my anti-gravity, how much I was, like 300, 400 steps. Like people used to think like what she is doing karke. But I used to see, I used normally like I'm climbing the first floor and I'm coming down like that without, nobody can guess it like that. So I used to do like that, my anti-gravity. And in the beaches, I used to go for walking and any stretches and all those things. So that is how I managed my exercise part in the traveling thing also.
Right, that's lovely. And what about your family? Definitely, they must have seen so many changes in you so closely. And I'm sure your son is there around, Simprit. So would he like to share something? Hi, Simprit.
Hello. Good evening. Happy
Good
Women's
evening.
Day.
Thank you. Yes. So, what would you like to share about your mother? You've seen her so closely, and she's had a tremendous and beautiful progress in this entire 1 year's journey. So, anything that you would like to share?
Yeah, sure. I have a lot to share. I have seen a drastic change in her. Like before, when she had diabetes, she used to take medicines daily, and that gave her a sense of stress, or we can say, because I used to always see her, she's stressed and agitated all the time. I used to
Yes,
calm
I
her
look
down.
at her now. She's all smiling.
Yeah, not now, but I used to try to calm her down that time. And but once she joined FFD, and within 4 days she was out of medications, she became happy, and that happiness spread into our home. Like we have a positive atmosphere in our home. So
Yeah.
that was a major drastic change. And apart from that, the whole diet was changed in our home. At first, I was cursing, like, "Abhi kya kya khana padega, pata nahi."
Yes.
So, but then slowly she introduced us to the millet cakes, or anything new which was organic. So we
That's
developed
lovely.
a taste for it, and going on right now.
Yes, so this is a true example of living life limitless. She did express her love for dairy products and bakery products, but yet she made sure and found a way that she could make any product, like especially bakery or products in, vegan products, that too. That's quite, interesting. That was really good. Also, I would like to share that your mother has run a 5 kilometer marathon in Gujarat. So I would be sharing a picture of hers. Yes. Yes, so this is her running the 5 kilometer marathon. Right. So how did you feel after running the 5 kilometer marathon that was conducted just few weeks ago?
It was excellent for me. It was a great booster for me, that I thought I can't do it, yaar, karke I was thinking. Then later I was thinking, yaar, I would have gone for 10 kilometers. So that much craziness was increased in me. And I would like to participate more and more in the future days. That was one of my vision when I created my vision board in the FFD thing. So I finished one vision according to me. Then I'll improve in that.
That's lovely. So this was even asked and requested by our audience, and you being the mentor, even your mentees have requested ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬದಲು ಹೇಳಿ.
ನನಗೆ ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಒಂಥರ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 4-5 ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದೇನು ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಜ್ ಏನಿದೆಲ್ಲ, ಅಯ್ಯಪ್ಪ ನನ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಾನು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗಾಕೊಂಡೆ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಓ ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೊಂದನು ನಾನು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜೋಳದ ಮಿಲೆಟ್ ಉಂಡಾಗ ಹೇಗ ಅನಿಸ್ತು, ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಮಿಲೆಟ್ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನನ್ನ ಶುಗರ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಡಿಶಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನನ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಏನೇನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತು ನನಗೆ. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವ್ ಏನೇನ್ ತರಕಾರಿ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆತರ ಕುಡ್ದಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. ಇದನ್ ಕುಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರೀ ಹಣ್ಣಿನ ರಸನೇ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ತರಕಾರಿ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಎಂದೂ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲಿಂದ ನಾನು ಮನೇಲಿ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ತರಕಾರಿ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ನ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇನ್ನರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್, ಅದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ದು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದು ನಾವು ಶಾಂತ ವಾತಾವರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ನಾನು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಮೊದ್ಲು ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇದಾಗಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಮನೆಗೆ ಯಾರೋ ಬಂದ್ರು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಏನು ಆ ತರದ್ ಏನು ಭಯ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. ನಾನು ಹೇಗಿದ್ರು ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ವೆರೈಟಿ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಆದ್ರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲಾ ಕೆಲ್ಸಗಳನ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮುಗಿಸಿ ನಾನು ಮಲ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಏನು ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನ್ಗೆ, ಯಾವ ತರದೇ ಆತರ ಭಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಆತರ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಟಯರ್ಡ್ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಆತರ ಅಂತ ಯಾವ್ದು ಅನ್ಸಲ್ಲ. ಮೊದ್ಲು ಒಂದ್ ಕೆಲ್ಸ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನನ್ಗೆ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡೋದು. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆಯಿಂದ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲವರೆಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಅ ಜಿಸ್ಟ್, ಸೊ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈಗ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ಗೂ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ಗೂ ಕನ್ನಡ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ Mrs. Byali will just give us a gist of whatever she spoke in Kannada, in her mother tongue. So she would be just telling how scientifically this program has been formed and how meticulously all the participants are, hand-holded phase by phase and in a very systematic order. So she would like to share something about it, like how she tried the different items and grains. And right now you can already see she's so happy and she's reversed her condition beautifully. So yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
FFD program is designed very scientifically, because as you go on through the program, first initial adjustment phase, we see as soon as we join FFD, we see like you have to put in the WhatsApp group, you have to show your place, and we'll think, yeah, what is this karke? But it is very nicely made up, because when we see the other participants in the group, yeah, I'm going somewhere wrong. So that it is like holding a child hand in the mother is holding a child hand, like that somebody is guiding. So that work is done by the WhatsApp group manager, and that is very helpful for the beginner. So we see very well motivated. And when we try different for I being a vegetarian, so for me it was not much of a difference in my diet, but I have to drop my dairy and bakery products and all those things. And in that, once you drop, I could see drastic changes in my sugar level. And if I try different millets and different cooking methods, so I used to get a sugar level.
Thank you so much for our beautiful audience, all our viewers. Again, a very happy Women's Day. Women's Day is every day. And we wish to see many more women successfully making health their utmost priority. And have a lovely evening, everyone. Bye-bye.